Hello everyone and welcome back to Void Space Alpha. My name is Ollie and you are watching Getting Good at Starcraft. So last episode, quite fortuitously, we won our first game, which was awesome. That is not how I intended for that to go at all. I mean, I was trying to win, but you know, I haven't got a great streak, as you can see on the screen here. But no, I asked for some feedback and I posted it on the r/starcraftii Reddit as well as YouTube as well. And I got some great feedback. I haven't asked these people if they want to be named, but it's their Reddit handles, so I doubt you're going to, stalk these people or whatever. But I got some really awesome feedback for some people. So OYM Bob, I'll see if I can edit and have this pop up on the screen at the same time, told me to increase my mouse sensitivity and scroll speed and stuff, but also, constant SCV construction. So I reviewed my own game back, but I thought I was pretty good at that, but evidently not. If your base is saturated, make another command center and make it an orbital or a planetary if you want to defend. So yeah, loads of great feedback. He said it was a bit of a cheesy game because the Zerg player was trying to block your wall in. I had no idea what that strategy was. Same kind of feedback from a guy called, or a girl, I don't know the gender of these people, True Dreams for You. Yeah, so really awesome stuff. Thank you so much for all of that. I didn't realise that you could just upload a StarCraft 2 replay, so I'll be doing that in the future as well. But yeah, a guy called Drict gave me quite an in-depth, I'll put it on the screen here, you can pause it and read the whole thing if you want, quite an in-depth kind of analysis of the game. That's Drict on Reddit. So yeah, you need a plan or a goal and what it looked like. So it just looked like you were producing units and didn't really have a structure of what was going to happen if your attack didn't work, which is absolutely true. I was just throwing stuff at the enemy and seeing what happened. Also some nice stuff as well. So, like your use of hotkeys is actually pretty decent for somebody that's in that league, but you've got the tendency to, as in I've got the tendency of use a mixture of hotkeys and clicking on the actual button. So I'm going to try and not do that. So look, I've taken a lot of feedback on board. I've also replied to all the YouTube comments, which are very similar as well. So I think, without any further ado, let's get queued up and see what we can do. I did play 2 more games this afternoon. I played one against a Protoss who just cannon rushed me and I didn't have a strategy for that, so I ended up GGing. And then another one against a Terran player who just seemed to just massively outproduce me very early on in the game, went very early factories. And again, I didn't know how to deal with that because I had like 2 siege tanks and 2 cyclones just camping outside my natural. So yeah, we'll see if this is going to be any better. Okay, so we're going up against a Terran. Don't think I have fantastic win rates against Terran, but that's why we're trying to learn and change. So let's do this. Boom. So one of the pieces of feedback that was given to me, okay, I need to readjust myself to the fact that sensitivity is massive, is to start moving my guy over to the wall, like when we get to like 80. Here we go. Just to kind of minimize that downtime. SCV's ready, so we can produce a second as soon as we've got the minerals. And what I want to do is avoid just spamming buttons when I don't need to. So if I was here before, I'd just be smashing B, just waiting. But now I've actually got the correct amount of resources and I can place that stuff. Get another SCV going. We do want to get the refinery up again, I believe. And that's because we'll be going for a reactor on our barracks. And I might even go 2 barracks. There we go. Let's get 2 on there. That SVC, oh my god. That worker's going to be done. We'll just call them workers. Cool. Perfect. Right, so this one wants to finish making my wall. Terrible at hotkeying. Let's get my reactor down here. I could have placed that better if I'd have planned. That would have saved me like 3 or 4 seconds. We're not producing there. And what I want to do on this barracks is I want to get a tech lab. Right, because I'm not doing enough research. I know that for a fact. Right, and we've got enough, amazingly, to do our expansion because we're not doing crazy stuff. So let's get that tech lab going. We've got no military to speak of, so if we get rushed now, that's kind of it. We're boned. We're not producing SCVs. We're going to be capped on this in terms of the amount of efficient workers. Let's get 2 Marines going. Let's get a Marauder, and as soon as we can get combat shields, we should get combat shields. I'm doing the thing again where I'm clicking the buttons. There we go. I use the hotkey. The guy said even if even if I use my mouse to mouse over what the correct button is, still use the hotkey. Train yourself to use the hotkey. Perfect. Let's get you going there. Right, let's just go and do... Here we go. Here we go. Let's focus these guys down. Okay, so that's his military. He did a bit of damage to us there. Okay, so he knows we're going infantry heavy. Let's try and get a factory, and I want to get a starport as well, which I can't do until I've got a factory.
You have not enough minerals.
I'm worried that I'm going to get supply block.
Your mineral reserves. Your research is complete. May it serve you well.
Let's pull these guys back. Okay, we've got shields. He doesn't have shields. Okay, this might be our time to counterattack. Maybe put some damage down. Okay, so we need even more. Come on, let's get a reactor on that one. We can mass produce cyclones. Yeah, so we're out of depots. We did supply block ourselves. It's literally wasted production. Did we get combat shields? I feel like we got combat shields, didn't we? Have our guys got combat shields? Oh, they do. Just being dumb. Am I going the wrong way? Where is their base? Okay, I think their base is over here. I'm really stupid. Oh, I've just wasted a lot of time. There, okay. Let's get that. Get a couple of cyclones. In fact, let's bin that off. Let's go orbital, so we don't get supply blocked again. And you know what? I am going to send 1 Marine over there.
Your add-on has been constructed.
Stim packs. Concussive shells would be better, I think, at the moment. So let's get siege tank and a couple of cyclones going.
Your command center has been
Right, so I want to have a look up here. Right, okay, cool. Cool. I think we could do some serious damage over here if we come up to here. We want to keep producing just in case of that counter-attack. And I'm worried that he is going to... Come on, come on, come on.
What's going on? Your research has completed.
This better be good. 10-4.
Okay, here we go.
Looking forward to it.
Mineral field exhausted. Perhaps it's time to consider a hidden base.
He's built a load of bunkers, but I don't think he's got guys in the front one. Focus these down. Get that work up. Okay, we're good. Get rid of these. God, I'm not spending my money again. Okay, he's just attacking us with all his workers. I think this is another one where we've potentially got a bit of a W here.
You have not
Ah, we did. Okay, fantastic. You know, it was always so much more stressful. We're going to rewatch the game. It's always so much more stressful when you're actually in the game. That only took 7 minutes to complete. And I was convinced, I'm always convinced going into a game that they're doing a lot better than I am. So I want to really focus in on what this guy was doing, right? Let's have a look. Let's get units up. So he's immediately sending out a scout, right? Which is something that I never do. So I'm never, ever scouting, which I know is a problem. We should definitely be doing it. Okay, interestingly, he's using his scout to clear a path here rather than just coming down here. He is building a wall, so literally the same build process for both of us, but I've got 14 workers and 13 of them working. He had 13 workers and 12 of them working, but one of them was working quite fast, so let's call that 11. So that's going to have an early game economy fix, right? He's really slow to get his barracks down. Whereas, yeah, so I'm at, let's compare this. Yeah, I'm 400, he's 300. Okay, so a bit behind on getting the barracks down. I never consider the possibility that I'm ahead, right, which is really crazy. He is going second barracks as well, but he's going earlier second barracks than I am, which is now. So he's ahead on the second barracks, but the first one will be done sooner. But then saying that, I don't think he went reactor, so that probably balances itself out. One of the things that I got feedback on that I should get faster at is doing some research. And by faster, I mean I should actually do some. Third barracks, okay, interesting. I didn't do any research this game from the engineering bay. I got some from the tech lab. Those combat shields definitely helped. So yeah, let's keep watching this guy. So we know what we did. Okay. We're equal on supply, 2023. I'm obviously up on the Nova because... Is it Nova? No, it's not. It's Vespian gas. I don't know where I got the word Nova from. We're up on the gas because we're actually looking for gas. He's got his first Marine here. I don't know why his rally point is over here. Interesting. He's muling. I haven't even got an orbital yet, which was, again, another piece of feedback that I got. I need to get better at upgrading my command centers to orbitals. He is now producing a couple of Marines. He's going out for a scout. Maybe he was putting them there because he was waiting for the Reaper rush. Yeah. Which is totally a thing I could have done with my refinery. Sorry, wrong. Reacted up barracks. God, my words are just losing me today. Anyways, I'm working on my expansion. He is only just about to start his expansion. He's just dropped all of his cash on it, whereas I am almost finished on my expansion. He does come in, if I remember correctly, and take out this worker, so it doesn't really get my expansion as quickly as I would like to. He definitely delays that. This Marauder definitely earned his chips. I dropped this supply depot just to get more access. He attempts to retreat, that's fine. He drops 2 guys down there. I'm now thinking that's probably all of his military, and I was absolutely right. So, I mean, there's a battle that I should win. Perfect. He's still bringing in 3 more. I'm still producing units. Now I'm thinking about the first factory. He is thinking about his 3rd base, but he hasn't even finished construction of his 2nd. Now, I would assume that that is a waste of resources because you're getting no return on investment on this one here. He has just begun harvesting gas, so I'm going to say that he was quite late into producing, you know, like factory units and stuff. I don't think he has got a factory at this stage. Yeah, another probing attack there. Now, what I'm confused about here is he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 barracks, producing 1 Marine at a time, whereas if he had 2 barracks with reactors, he could be producing the same amount of Marines, right? But in half the time. So Yeah, his current military strength is 4 Marines. My current military strength is 3 Marines and... 7 Marines and 3 Marauders. I'm going down to here because I'm an idiot. I thought his base was down here. Rookie error by me, by not knowing the map layouts and stuff. Like, that will just get better over time. I'm still... This is the point where I'm still doing okay at spending my resources and stuff. So that's okay. We were getting the research. We'd already got the combat shields. So yeah, these guys did have combat shields at this stage. I'm walking around here like, where the fuck? Where's this base? And then I realised that I am actually medically retarded. Yeah, so factory. It's taken me a while to notice that I haven't got my tech lab there. We should get 2 cyclones smashing out of there. We've got another marauder coming out. No Marines pumping out of here. Almost saturated this second base here without taking on the gas. We were supply blocked at one stage. This guy's only got... I could call him this guy. His name is Scrappy Coco. Scrappy Coco only has a supply limit of 61, but he is making much better use of mules, which I've heard are like, or read that they are about 4 times the efficiency, or 4 times the mining capacity of an SCV whilst you have them. So we just have this one scan going, this one guy going in for a scout. We scan up here and determine there's nothing up here. And at this stage, I'm really confused. I'm like, he must be playing a lot deeper or a lot larger or a lot more spread out than I was originally anticipating, because there's nothing up here that's a worry. There's no starport, there's no factory, he's not going mech. So what's going on? So I decide this is probably a terrible area to attack because I've got this little area to walk up here with all my units. So I decide to go round here. Whilst that's happening, SCV's going down for a hidden third. I do love a hidden third because I like to keep quite a lot of my resource collection safe, just because if this attack goes south, I want to be able to at least feel like I can recover. So we got this bunker going down here with 4 Marines in it. And then that's kind of it, right? He didn't have anything. So I'm not surprised it was a GG, because I mean, I'm just destroying his unit producing structures here. He attacks me with all of his SCVs. Yeah, and that's it. That's the writings on the wall there. He's at 24 SCVs, and that's game over. Tanks roll in, more units tip up, and that's game. So yeah, look, I appreciate that that's a pretty easy win in terms of challenge rating there. But again, I've tried to get a little bit better, take on board the feedback that you guys have given me. If you've got anything that you would change, any obvious things you see that I'm doing that aren't, I wouldn't even say optimal, just bad habits that I need to get out of, like, you know, not using the hotkeys, which I'm sure there's a couple of occasions there where I did not use the hotkeys. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know anything that you would change, any ways that you would improve that. I'm genuinely looking to get better, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, because it does genuinely help the channel out. This is not my job. I just do this for fun, so the more people that do this kind of stuff, like liking and commenting and subscribing, the easier it is for me to make stuff, because then I know that people are actually finding it useful or at least entertaining. But yeah, look, until next time, take care. Bye.